What's up guys, Deep Cut here, welcome back to Cartoon Universe. We have so much news today. As a lot of you know, it was San Diego Comic-Con's Steven Universe panel today. Hailey managed to get in and see everything and has reported it all to me, and I'm reporting it all to you. Please keep in mind that a lot of this is second-hand or third-hand information from me, so take everything with a grain of salt. Some things might have been misunderstood, just keep that in mind going forward. They had some really amazing news drop at this panel, but on top of that, they also aired the entire next episode of Steven Universe, so there are going to be some major spoilers. I'm going to go over the news section first, but I will warn you when I start talking about the actual spoilers from the episode itself so that you don't have to see it. Keep in mind though, Matt Burnett himself has tweeted and confirmed that this episode will be available sometime in the next day or two. We don't know if it's going to be on Cartoon Network or if it's going to be on the Cartoon Network app or where we're going to see it, but he says it is coming. There is an hour-long special that's supposed to air tonight, which is Saturday the 21st at 7 p.m., but it is called Beachapalooza, which sounds like one of their rerun specials they do, where they kind of loosely connect some through a theme, but let's get over this and get to the important information. Date I just wanted to throw in here, Cartoon Network just confirmed that it will be dropped tonight and probably on the app, so in a few hours probably. So, the big news is that there is a Steven Universe movie in the works. The teaser was pretty simple, just a spinning heart-shaped gem that showed amethyst, pearl, garnet, and then the silhouette of a new gem that we have yet to see. She looks clearly evil, totally the antagonist of this movie. Who knows what's going to happen with that, but that's where we're at with that. There is a movie. It is coming to Cartoon Network. It does not seem to be a theatrical release. It is a made-for-TV movie. It says coming to Cartoon Network. And beyond that, we don't really have any information. I imagine it'll come out next year. I imagine it'll be like semi-canon, where it could or could not be removed from the timeline and people wouldn't really notice, but only time will tell. Here come the major spoilers, everyone, so if you don't want to see the spoilers here, turn back now, turn off the video. The episode will be out in the next day, according to one of the head writers of Steven Universe, so, you know, don't spoil yourself unless you really, really want to, but it's some good stuff, guys. Much like we saw in the promo for the next episodes, it opens with Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond finding out that all the gems on Earth had been corrupted. And we get to actually see them try to uncorrupt Centipeetle. Yellow Diamond goes first, then Blue does, then Steven does the final touches with his spit. Centipeetle does end up uncorrupted, and we get confirmed that she is Nephrite. She drops some exposition about the corruption and her ship, but unfortunately, at the end of this scene, she is corrupted again. Their powers were not enough to uncorrupt her permanently. We probably need White Diamond for that. And of course, that means Steven has to actually go and meet White Diamond. They end up piloting the pink leg ships that we see in the desert. It's finally confirmed that that was Pink Diamond's ship, and it is a pair of legs, and apparently even has a pair of heels at the feet. Steven's able to fly the ship on his own, and that makes Blue Diamond very emotional, and they set sail for Homeworld. Steven brings the main crystal gems, Garnet, Amethyst, Pearl, himself, and Connie along for the ride. When they arrive on Homeworld, they find that it has clearly been destroyed since the last time Steven has been there, or rather, wrecked. A lot of damage has been done, basically. When they arrive, there are a lot of gems of different colors, and all of them are cheering at the return of the diamonds. And then we finally get to meet White Pearl. White Pearl seems to be a little crazy, according to Hailey, and has a gem around her eye. Her pearl is on her eye instead of just right on her forehead like our pearls is, which is very interesting because all the other gems have matched that gem placement with pearls to diamonds. She seems to be a little crazy, and what's more interesting is the area around the gem seems to be cracked for some reason. She takes them to go meet White Diamond, who also seems to be crazy. We got some really cool still images, unfortunately not a lot of great quality, but there have been reports that she has an extra glow to her, as if her physical form is still light, kind of unstable, not fully formed. This is also reflected in her mind, and she also seems to be crazy herself, with the implication being that she herself is the one who attacked and wrecked Homeworld. White Diamond seems to almost immediately accept that Steven is in fact Pink Diamond, but refers to her as Starlight, which is an interesting choice considering that Marty, Sour Cream's dad, referred to Greg as Star Child. His resemblance to White Diamond is superficial at best, but it's an interesting connection. White Diamond thinks of the rebellion and everything Pink Diamond has been up to as some sort of silly game, and ends up putting Steven in a strange room filled with nothing but pink bubbles. This seems to be some sort of punishment for Pink Diamond, but we're not really sure what it all means, and that is where the episode ends. It seems that White Diamond is a bit crazy and unstable, perhaps something that Steven will be able to heal somewhere down the road, but that looks like it might be a long time coming, if ever. Last minute update, I just got some really tangential information that I'm checking out now, so take all of this with a grain of salt, but supposedly, the fact that there was going to be a movie was leaked months ago by the same guy who leaked early that there was going to be a Steven Universe podcast. This guy has a good track record for all the leaked information he gives, so if that is the case, then his other leaked information might be true as well, which according to my sources say that the show has quietly been renewed up through Season 9, and that Sneeple do come into play in the show. That's all the information I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please keep in mind, everything with a grain of salt. Things are still being confirmed. Things are still being misunderstood. Who knows what's actually going to happen, but the new episode should be out tonight or tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that on the app, on Twitter, where, watch Cartoon Network like a hawk. Just make sure you see this episode. I haven't even seen it yet, and I'm already just so hyped for it. Have a great day, guys.